welcome back to We the People Prepping. This is Dan. Just a second here. Well, it's official. We are no longer the USA. We are the USSA, United Socialist States of America. You ask why? Well, we just put socialists in the White House. They were sworn in this morning. So at noon today, we ceased to be the USA and became the USSA. And a lot of people will say, no, they're not socialists. Well, you look at their policies, seem pretty socialist to me. I mean, all you have to do is go back and look at the records. You know, it's our republic basically died today. And see, the thing that gets me is all during the inauguration, the people speaking, including Biden, and the media and everybody was calling us a democracy. Well, people need to learn the true nature of America. The true nature of America is we are not a democracy. We are a republic. We are a democratic republic, not a democracy. Don't get the two confused. All right? It's astounding to me the stupidity that I heard today. Like Biden's speech. Let's just take that for example. The press is just gobbling it up, saying, it was a great speech, probably the best speech ever, all that kind of bullshit. I listened to that speech. To me, it was pure shit. Pig shit, really. Okay? The man constantly was talking about racial inequality and, racial tensions and white supremacists and all this kind of bullshit. Okay? It's the same shit that we have heard since Obama got in office. All he's doing is repeating the same crap, and people are buying into it. The nation is so racist, there are so many racist white people in this country. Bullshit. If racism was so prevalent in this country, how come for the last 4 years there are more stories of fake racism, staged racism? Okay, Bubba Wallace, for example. Really? A noose? Really? Anybody could have looked at that and said, oh no, that is a pull string for the damn garage door. But no, he had to make it racist. Then you had the black college kid that made racist threats on himself. I mean, if you're making up racism, then how bad is real racism? It can't be that damn bad. Okay, yes, there are racists on both sides in this country. I mean, you've got white people, you've got black people, you've got brown people, you've got red people, you've got, people from all over. They're in a melting pot here in the United States. There's bound to be some racism. It is ridiculous that they're praising this speech, and all I heard was a bunch of the same bullshit that I heard spewed from Obama for 8 years. The same bullshit that I heard the press spew about Donald Trump for the last 4 years. The same bullshit that I've heard spewed towards me and every other white person in this country. Okay? We are a nation divided, and they have no intention of reuniting this country. All they want to do is divide us further so that they can further their agenda. Okay? I mean, they're going to get back into the Paris Accord, which you really need to take a look at that, because, I mean, all these other countries are, well, like China, for instance. China, I think it was like till 2050, is allowed to pollute as much as they want, while America has to keep cutting their pollution every year, even though we are the least pollutive country on the planet. Okay? You want to go after the problems? Go after China, go after India, places like that. Places that put more pollution into the air and into the water and everywhere. Those are the people you should be going after. Okay? But no, we're giving China and India and all them a free pass, while we're paying for everything. I mean, their portion of it is like a small percentage, whereas we get the large chunk that we have to pay for. Okay? And you know that all the spending that the Obama administration did, well, Biden is going to be 10 times worse, because he's buying into this new Green Deal bullshit. Oh, we got to save the planet, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to... No. He's going to put a bunch of regulations back in that's going to just screw businesses again, which means all of our businesses that we're hiring are not going to be hiring again. It's become astounding, the stupidity in this country. Now, I knew, and I'd been saying that this bullshit around Washington, D.C. was just that it was bullshit, it was a false flag. And honestly, I get a kick out of it in a way, because I think the real reason behind all the troops and the fencing and everything at the inauguration wasn't because of threats or anything like that. It's because they knew that there wasn't even going to be a crowd for the Biden administration. Okay, people are not excited about this man. They knew that there wasn't going to be a crowd, so they had to cover it up. What better way to cover it up than to say that there's been all these threats made, and bring in the military and fence everything off and tell people to stay away? Honestly, they knew it was just going to be like any other rally that Joe Biden had ever held, where only a small handful of idiots showed up. Okay? I have not heard any chatter for the whole time that they were saying that there was all this chatter going on, that there was going to be the attacks here and attacks there. Today's pretty much come and gone. The inauguration went off without a hitch. There's been no attacks on state capitals. Come on, people. It was all false flags to throw you off, to distract you. Okay? The first thing that Biden's wanting to do is, I think they said it was like 15 executive orders that he was going to write out to reverse some of the Trump policies. The policies that helped to build the economy up. That helped you and me. So yeah, we are not a free nation anymore. We are becoming a socialist society. They're doing everything they can to silence those of us on the right, because they know we're right, and they know that they're wrong, and they don't want people to hear the truth. I mean, Biden, for example, ran for president 2 other times. Okay? Once back in the 80s and once in the 90s, I believe. Anyhow, the first time, well, both of the times, actually, he had to drop out. But before he dropped out, in the first time, he had less than 1% of the of the vote, basically. You know, he only had less than 1% of the support. When he dropped out of the second race, he was at like 1.4% of the vote. Okay? Now, this is the same man that you're going to sit here and tell me has gotten the most votes ever in a U.S. election. Ever in our history. He got more votes than any other president in history. Come on. I'm not that damn stupid. And then his running mate, which was the least popular with moderate Democrats, well, with the Democratic Party altogether, really. Least popular person. When she threw in her bid to become president, she got the least support from the Democratic Party. So you're going to tell me that these two losers combined did better than any other president in history? I call bullshit. Okay? And YouTube can suck it if they want to pull me down, pull me down. I'll just go to another platform and start a page. I don't care. I'm fed up. You know? And my prediction for this coming year, okay, they're going to be coming for your guns. But first, before they can come for your guns, they have to make it popular with a lot of people, which means you're going to see a huge upswing again in gun violence. School shootings, workplace shootings, stuff like that. You're going to see a huge upswing in it so that they can try to get people on board with making more gun laws to take away your guns. That simple. Okay? I see the freedom of speech going out the window. I mean, we've already seen that we're all being suppressed everywhere. We're being quieted because, you know, they don't want the truth to get out. Now, I'm not even sure we'll last the full 4 years of this administration before we become Nazi Germany, honestly. Where people are being rounded up and hauled off, taken to concentration camps and executed. I mean, there's so much bad stuff on the way. Our economy is going to crash. There's just, I mean, we are barely staying afloat right now, and we are being held afloat by false means. So, you know, all this extra spending they're talking about doing, there goes the economy. I mean, it's in the toilet. We are Venezuela. You know, I mean, hell, Venezuela's money will be worth more than ours. It's, and people say, oh, well, America's too big to fail. No, there's no such thing as too big to fail. You know, God help us if China calls in their markers, because they alone can bankrupt this nation. You know, I would say God save the Republic, but it's a little too late. We are totally screwed. The Republic of the United States of America has now the United Socialist States of America. You will work, you will do whatever they tell you to do for very little pay. You know, hell, it may come down to where you're working basically just for them to put a roof over your head and some food in your belly. No amenities, you know, forget about, you know, the movies and going out to eat and all that kind of stuff. Those are days of the past. I mean, I hope you enjoyed them while they were here, because they are pretty much gone. I mean, I've watched our freedoms be eroded away little by little all my life, and it's just going to get worse and worse, and they don't even try to hide it anymore. So it was a good run. You know, it's been said time and time again by different people throughout the history of this country that if this country was to ever fall, it would be from within, not from an opposing outside force. It would, our destruction in this country would come under the guise of freedom and help from the government and stuff like that, and it would come in as socialism, and it's here. How much longer we have, I honestly couldn't tell you, but we've done it to ourselves. We failed to stand up and say enough. We failed to do anything. You know, and I'll be honest, today I was actually hoping that it would really pop off the hook. Just because I am fed up with all the bullshit. Let's get it on, get it over with. Winner take all. You know, throw all the chips in the air and see where they land. I mean, people say that it was an atrocity what had happened on the 6th. I don't agree with that. I commend those people, actually, because at least they took a stand. You know, I mean, what they did was not illegal. Not if you read the Constitution. The Constitution says that we have the right to overthrow a tyrannical government, and that's exactly what they were trying to do. I mean, think about it. I mean, they went in there to rid the United States of a corrupt government. They went in there to hang those that were corrupt and are corrupt, and, you know, those that are destroying our country. But I mean, all I can do now is keep preparing for whatever's coming down the line, which I'd suggest that you do. You know, stack that food everywhere that you can. Stack water. Stack freedom seeds if you can get them. Freedom sticks. You know, start getting together with your neighbors and like-minded people. You know, and make a plan for when it hits the fan. For when the government's rolling down the street, going to, you know, impose their will on you. Get with everybody that you know in your community. Get to know everybody in your community, and make an action plan. Prepare for what's coming. I mean, like I said before, I thank God that I'm on the backside of my life rather than the beginning of it, because I would not want to live my young life in what's coming. You know, I've lived a pretty full life myself. I mean, I've had a lot of good times, a lot of bad times. I've experienced more than most people would in 4 lifetimes. And that's God's honest truth. I mean, I've been through things that should have killed me and would have killed most people, you know, and I've come out the other side of it stronger for it. You know, and, you know, I've had a lot of people try to kill me in my life, and I just tell everybody, I'm like, look, when it's my time, then I'll die. But until God says it's my time, you can't kill me. It's that simple. You can't kill anybody before it's their time. If you manage to kill somebody, then that was their time to die. So I don't worry about it. If somebody's going to kill me, then hey, if they manage to, it was my time to die finally. But you better hope you kill me, because I am a very vindictive person, and I will get revenge. Ask anybody that knows me. I've got people that are still running from me today, from 30 years ago. You know, I mean, there's people that skip state, hell, probably country because of it. You know, I tell people, you know, and I've told all of you, I may seem like a nice guy, and for the most part I am. But I'm also an asshole. And I can be vindictive, mean, psychotic. I mean, oh, you have no idea. It's starting to get dark out here, so I'm going to cut this video short here. This has been Dan with We the People. If you like my content, please hit the subscribe button, share, like my hit that little like button, and hit the little bell so that you're notified when I upload another video. But for now, this has been Dan with We the People. Have a good night. God bless y'all. Bye.